Keep It Simple Phone Tech here with another installment in the basic series, and this time we are going to talk about the data indicator. So the data indicator's job is to let you know whether or not you have an internet connection, and also to tell you whether or not you're connected to your cell phone network, or if you're connected to your home Wi-Fi, the Wi-Fi at the hotel you're staying at, or the Wi-Fi that you're connected to at the local Starbucks, etc. Now, the data indicator, it tells you whether or not you're connected to the internet at all on your phone, and then it also distinguishes whether you're connected to your cell phone provider's internet or a Wi-Fi connection. Okay, so before we talk about why it's important to pay attention to the data indicator, first let's talk about location. Now, if you watch the series, or the video I should say, within the basic series that talks about the signal indicator and its location, then you have a good idea as far as where the data indicator is going to be, because the data indicator is going to be right next to the signal indicator. So on Android it's just to the left of the signal indicator, on Windows and on iPhone it's just to the right of the signal indicator. Okay, let's show you that example. I'm going to try to cover up that glare as best I can here. If you can see that little tiny 4G LTE just to the left of the signal indicator, that's telling us that we are connected to the cell phone provider's internet. Now, I'm not going to go into detail in this video about 4G, LTE, etc., but just at least know this much. Most of the phones today are LTE capable. Now I'm gonna try my best not to make this too confusing, but LTE is really 4G. LTE stands for long-term evolution. It's just a name that the people who created the technologies for internet speeds gave it. 4G, which is equal to long-term evolution. 4G just means the fourth generation of the internet speed technologies. You have 3G on some phones also, so your phone may just say 3G. Just I think to add to the confusion a little bit, you might see H plus on your phone, which is essentially 4G or LTE, or you might see H, which is roughly 3G. And again, all that means internet speeds. Don't want to bog you down with confusing terms here. But just know that LTE, if you have an LTE phone, you're going to get pretty fast or really fast internet speeds on your phone from your cell phone provider. If you have a 3G phone, you're going to get decent speeds. You're going to get fast internet speeds on your phone from your cell phone provider. Basically, you're going to be able to stream video without too many hiccups. If you have anything less than 3G, 2G, G, then the best you're going to be able to do is probably check your email. Maybe you can load up some web pages, maybe you can navigate Facebook a little bit, but those speeds are older technologies, back maybe 5 years ago or more, when the internet wasn't as high a priority on the cell phones. Alright, hopefully that wasn't too technical in this case. Hopefully that made a little bit of sense. But at any rate, with Android, again, the data indicator is going to be in the upper right corner, usually right next to the signal indicator, and normally it will tell you or say something like LTE or H+, or 3G or H. You'll see things like that indicating that you have functional internet. Usually right next to the LTE or 4G or 3G, whatever it is that you have, either right next to or just below it, you'll have up and down arrows as well. And those up and down arrows, when they're lit up, it's just telling you that the internet is working. There's an upload arrow and a download arrow. So download, for example, when you're downloading an application from the Google Play Store. Upload is another example, is if you're trying to upload a video to Facebook. Okay, and now on Windows, let me get rid of that glare there for you as best I can. On Windows, you'll see right there, just to the right of the signal indicator, you have the data indicator. And since this phone, again, it doesn't have any service to it from the cell phone provider, I have it connected to my home Wi-Fi connection. So you have that symbol there, which is pretty much a universal symbol for Wi-Fi. 3 curved lines that sit on top of a little dot. Alright, here's our iPhone. Again, the data indicator we'll see is to the left of the signal indicator. Just so happens to have the cell phone provider right in between the signal indicator and the data indicator. And again, there's that symbol for Wi-Fi. Just means that we have Wi-Fi turned on in place of the cellular internet. Incidentally, if I turn off Wi-Fi, you can see the change immediate. And you'll see it on, it'll be the same for Windows, it'll be the same for Android. Usually you don't see both symbols at the same time. One replaces the other. So when Wi-Fi is turned on, you'll have just the Wi-Fi symbol only in most cases. When Wi-Fi is turned off, it will be replaced by that LTE or 4G, etc., etc. Okay, so again, why is the data indicator important to you? Well, again, it's going to let you know whether or not you have an internet connection, and then also to remind you of whether you're connected to your Wi-Fi, whether you're connected to your cell phone provider's internet. So, along with the signal indicator, let me also make this clear as well. Now, hopefully, I don't get you lost when I explain this. The data indicator works in conjunction with the signal indicator in this way, and really in this way only. If you're connected to your cell phone provider's network, then so long as you have, again, 2 bars or more consistently of signal, or 2 dots or more consistently of signal, then you shouldn't have any problems with your internet and your internet speeds. It should work just fine for you. Again, it's only when you get under 2 bars that you might see some issues, or actually you will see some issues with your internet. A lot of buffering, web pages not loading up, video playback not going smooth at all, like it stops and it starts and it stops, or it just won't even start at all, and it'll just say you don't have an internet connection. So please do keep that in mind, that the data indicator works with the signal indicator when you are connected to the cell phone provider's internet. Alright, however, remember when I said our Windows phone was not connected to the cell phone network? Well, you can be connected to your Wi-Fi, have your internet work just fine, and not have any connection to your cell phone network. You have, that is, you'll have no signal bars at all, you'll have no service, but so long as you have a working Wi-Fi connection and you can connect your phone to Wi-Fi, the internet will work just fine. So that's the exception to that. The signal indicators, signal bars don't matter when you are connected to a working Wi-Fi connection. Your internet will work just fine. Alright, so that is the data indicator. And I hope this video made sense because we covered quite a bit here. I know this is supposed to be with the basic series, but there's some things that I just wanted to make sure that you were aware of when it comes to your data indicator, how it works, what its function is, what it's for, what it means to you, in conjunction with the signal indicator. So if you have not reviewed that video and you are wondering more about, what's the point of me knowing my signal, you can review that video within the basic series also. So these 2 videos, the signal indicator and the data indicator, these 2 videos, they go hand in hand within the basic series because you need both your signal and your internet to make sure that you're getting the service that you're paying for. If you're paying for your phone calls, text messages, and internet all in the same package. With that, I hope this video was helpful to you. Again, this is Keep It Simple Phone Tech, and thank you very much for watching.